All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy, guys. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you've been here, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. And lastly, if you would like to join my sports betting community, it's one of the best sports betting communities and discords that there is. It'll be in the pinned comment and in the description of the video. Okay, so we're going to review yesterday, which, no surprise, I fucking put belt to ass on the NFL slate. I've continued to just have a record NFL year. I can't do any wrong on them damn slates. If I could just figure basketball out. Killed the NFL slate. We'll review that. Then we'll do the player props we got one basketball game tonight. It's the Knicks and the Raptors. And then we got a football game, which is the Bengals and the Cowboys. Should be a very good game for props and parlays. And then we'll review the slates. So I'll get you out of here with a bag. We're going to crack these folks. So, yesterday review, guys, 11 wins, 6 losses, belt to fucking ass in football. What killed me was this shocker of Aiden O'Connell not hitting 250 and Brock Bowers not getting his 70 yards. I can't believe that. I still don't believe it. I watched the game and I still don't believe it. Cardinals lost. That's fine. Understandable. Russell Wilson not getting his passing yards was surprising. Also, he's lost without Pickens. Pickens is so crucial to that team. He looked lost without him. There was no hope downfield. It's like every time Pickens is a bailout guy. So anytime you're in trouble, you know Pickens is open somewhere. And without that, he was struggling. And then, of course, the Chiefs did not cover the 4. That sucks. What can you do? Anyways, all around, just a great day. Went up about 4 units. So, just a phenomenal football day as always. And also I cashed out, but close to a big parlay. I ended up cashing out for a 5X. So yeah, it was just a great day. Anyways, let's get into the player props for basketball. And we're going to start with this. First things first, guys, I'm on Cat under 12.5 boards. This may surprise people. Before I get into that, the Outlier does sponsor my video, guys. 7 days free in the description. This is a sports betting app and tool that you need if you want to be successful sports betting. Okay, anyways, Cat under 12.5 boards. So this is not something that I typically do. For one, I don't like betting unders. If you guys have been here, you know I rarely will take an under, and I always bet for Cat. He's MVP in my opinion. I always take his overs, his boards, his points. That said, he's kind of has a shaky little injury. We don't even know if he's playing tonight, but if he does, I like his under 12.5 boards. For one, the line's high as shit considering he'll be coming fresh off an injury. Coach wants to protect him at all costs because he is their star along with Jalen, right? But I think Cat is like the core of this team. So you're going to want to keep him healthy. You're going to want to limit his minutes and make sure that he stays strong. You're versus a weak Raptors team. Who cares if you win or lose this? I don't see him playing his full time. I see the coach protecting him, not even wanting him to be physical or grab boards. So 12.5 is high as shit for a guy who I don't see playing a lot, being aggressive like he usually would, or even trying to get boards. He's just going to be trying to stay healthy, maybe get some reps in. So I like the under here. I think it's a good spot. Again, not something I typically do. I'm not an expert at betting unders, but this to me, it couldn't be a better under spot for Cat. And on top of that, he's versus Jacob Patol, whatever the fuck his last name said. And he's an aggressive big center who he gets in there and gets boards himself. So that's going to take away from how many boards Cat can get in its own, because Jacob gets in there and gets boards like a motherfucker. He's aggressive. And when you got a guy like that and you versus Cat, your star fresh off an injury, you don't want to see him get nowhere near that. So under 12.5 boards for Cat is where I'm at today. I love to play. Next, guys, I'm on Jalen Brunson over 25.5 points. Why not? If Cat's injured, if Cat's getting limited minutes, or if he's out completely, his touches are going to go up. His points have to go up. He has to ball. On top of that, Jalen Brunson's been playing excellent, man. He looks great. And on top of that, if you look overall, they're 25th in points. But if you look at the point guard position, they are 30th in the league versus point guards. They give up almost the most points in the league versus point guards. So you have a team who gives up the most points versus point guards anyways, and then their other star Cat, who would typically share touches and share points, is out and injured, or if he is playing, he's going to be limited on time. Over 30, over 23, and over 25.5 points for Jalen Brunson was a no-brainer for me, guys. So let's talk about the actual game and what I'm leaning here. So I got a blowout warning. I'm on the Knicks minus 5.5. Now, this could very well be a game. It could be competitive, but I think the Knicks cleared us 6 points easily. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a blowout. So just be careful with your parlays and some of your props, because a blowout could happen. I almost didn't do the Jalen Brunson play because of a blowout, but I think if there is a blowout, it's because Jalen Brunson pops off. So because of that, I still played it. But that's another thing that helps me get to Cat's under is I think if they're blowing them out, they damn sure aren't going to play him. So be careful, be cautious. Could be a blowout tonight. But I'm on the Knicks minus 5.5. My final plays for basketball: Knicks minus 5.5, Cat under 12.5 boards, and Jalen Brunson over 26.5 or 25.5 points. That's where I'm at, guys. Where I gotta be. Yeah, that's it for basketball. There's just not much to talk about. It's only one game. Let's get to the real game we really want to talk about tonight, and that's going to be the Bengals and the Cowboys. So, props. Let's start there. Let me move this over here real quick. Okay, props. I'm on Jamar Chase over 79.5 receiving yards. 42% hit rate on the season. I understand that. And the Cowboys passing defense is actually okay. That said, the Cowboys are awful though. And they've consistently struggled versus star receivers, giving up big plays a lot. So to me, Jamar Chase on a Monday night, Jamar Monday Night Football, prime time, baby. I can't see it any other way. Jamar Chase has to have a big night. Give me Jamar Chase over 79.5 yards versus these bum ass Cowboys. Next, CeeDee Lamb over 69.5 yards, 42. This also has not hit that much this season, 42%. That said, I don't worry about hit rates. I worry about spots. And for me, baseball is a good sport to worry about hit rates in. For football, you want to take spots. CeeDee Lamb over 69.5. Again, Monday night, he's a star. You got Jamar Chase, you got CeeDee Lamb, you have 2 stars. It's good for business if they pop off and make good plays. And the Bengals, again, are another team who struggled versus star receivers all season. They can't stop star receivers from having big plays. I mean, hell, they can't stop anything. But wide receiver 1 on opposing teams have just cooked the Bengals all fucking year. They can't stop them. They can't do anything versus receiver 1s. The Bengals defense is so bad. The Cowboys defense is so bad. Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb. Let's have a night, guys. They're going to pop off. I'm on both star receivers. Next, Cooper Rush over 225 and at 224.5 passing yards. Might surprise people because he hasn't looked good throughout his career, right? And it's like, okay, that's fine. But listen, I don't focus on what he's done his whole. I focus on what's he doing right now. He went out there versus them damn Texans, put up 354 motherfucking passing yards. Goes out there versus the Commanders, puts up 247 passing yards. Goes out there versus the Giants, still puts up 200. And the Giants have a very good passing defense, guys. All 3 of these teams got pretty good passing defenses. So you're coming out here now. He's going to be versus the Bengals. This is the weakest defense he's seen. Like literally, this season is going to be the worst defense he's had to play against. Period. The Bengals are awful on defense. Cooper Rush might throw for 300 tonight. I'm dead serious. So 225 to me is way too low versus a team who cannot stop the pass to save their life. The Bengals cannot, under any circumstance, stop the pass. Cooper Rush is not bad. He's not who the fucking Giants throw out there. They've been locked. I think they've been throwing out anybody. He is not on the Giants. This Cooper Rush can throw the fucking ball. Okay. I think a pedestrian off the street, a civilian, could come out there and throw for 200 versus the Bengals. So Cooper Rush at 225. Yes, give it to me. Next, Chase Brown over 69.5 rushing yards. They have been utilizing the fuck out of Chase Brown. Look at these last 4 games versus the Raiders, 120. The Ravens have the number 1 rush, the second 1 or 2 rush defense in the league. So he only got 42. That's completely understandable. Versus the Raiders, who are middle of the mall, versus the Chargers, who are middle of the mall, and then versus the Steelers, who are actually 4th in the league versus the rush. He went 120, 86, and 70. Tonight versus the Cowboys, one of the worst rushing defenses in the league. They're 20th. My God, Chase Brown should have a huge night. The Bengals O-line has been they can't protect Joe Burrow for shit, really. I'm not impressed with that. But when it comes to getting pushed and opening them running gaps, man, they're good. They're very good. So Chase Brown to have a big night should be free. I'm on him over 69.5. I love this play. Now, last one I want to show is Joe Burrow. I did not play this. The reason I didn't play this is, you guys know, like in basketball, when they have spreads at like 11, 12, 13 points, I just don't feel good telling people, hey, go lay this big ass spread. Even if I think it can hit, I'm not going to put my money on it. So I'm not going to tell you guys, like, yeah, go lay 20 points, go lay 15 points. To me, that's just insane advice. There's other games and other shit you can bet. You don't need to bet a fucking 15-point spread. Same here. I'm not going to tell you to go and bet somebody to throw for fucking 300 yards. 276 is high as hell, guys. That is so many yards. I know Joe Burrow's great. I know he probably hits it. He's on fire. 428, 356, 309. That said, Again, guy, I can't stress how many yards 275 really is. That is phenomenal day of passing. Joe Burrow hits it a lot. He's one of the best in the league. He has great receivers and weapons all over the field, and they've been establishing the run, which helps his passing as well. Trust me, I understand, but in good faith, I cannot tell people whose money I care about. Hey man, go lay 276 yards with Joe Burrow. That's just insane. There's other shit you can bet on. I do want to show it. I do like it, and I do think he hits it. If you want to play this, be my guest. I'm not playing it. I won't tell people to take a 276 line, just like I won't tell people to lay 15-point spreads. But if you want to play this, it's something to keep an eye on. I do like to play, okay? So let's get into the actual slate, talk about the game. We got the Bengals versus the Cowboys. Me personally, I'll be on the Bengals -5.5, the Bengals team total at 28, or the Bengals first quarter to score a touchdown. Here's the thing, guys. Bengals have a couple O-line members hurt. The Bengals have been shaky. They can't win games. I understand. Trust me, I do. And I'm Cincinnati born and raised, and I've watched the Bengals disappoint me my whole life. That said, guys, there are a few teams in the league who are so fucking bad, you just fade them. And the Cowboys happen to be one of them. The Cowboys are so bad. As terrible as the Bengals are, I do not think the Cowboys can, especially with Cooper Rush. I mean, listen, he can throw the ball, but he is not good. He can pass. He's okay. He's not good. To keep up with the Bengals' firepower, you have to be good. You need to be able to pass the ball down the field consistently, because even if they give up 28 points to you, they're going to put up 40. It's just so hard to slow this Bengals offense down and stop them and get them off the field. I don't think the Cowboys defense has any chance of ever stopping the Bengals from scoring. So even if, let's just say both teams score back and forth, eventually I think the Bengals will stop the Cowboys, or not even stop them. I think the Cowboys will stop themselves at least a few times, and the Bengals will score damn near every time they get the ball. So I think it's very high scoring. I mean, these teams are awful. You could look at the total, because I don't even think it was at 50. So consider maybe the over on the total. It's at 49.5. Again, it's too high for me to want to lay money on. But I do think this is high scoring. I just worry about the Cowboys competing. I think the Bengals might blow their ass out, truly. I see a lot of bettors are telling people to take the Cowboys, and I would argue and say, why the fuck would you ever do that? We've seen nothing to make us want to take the Cowboys. We have seen absolutely nothing I don't care what the charts and the pie graphs say. You watch football. Don't lie to yourself. You have not seen a single thing to make you think, oh, I should just take the Cowboys tonight versus the Bengals. Bengals are possibly the best offense in football outside of maybe the Ravens. Joe Burrow, possibly the best quarterback in the league right now. Maybe Josh Allen competes, but I mean, my God, the Bengals score every time they get the fucking ball. They're putting up 30, 40 points a game, and the Cowboys have looked just terrible all season. No way. No fucking way. No way I'm taking the Cowboys. Give me the Bengals -5.5, Bengals team total, or a first quarter play. So what did I actually lock? What are my final plays of the day? On the Bengals -5.5. Chase Brown, 80 rushing, Jamar Chase, 80 receiving, CeeDee Lamb, 70 receiving, and Cooper Rush, 224.5 passing. Those are my plays, guys. I love them. I like them a lot. Lock them. Let's get out here. Let's get a bag. Let's have a day. Let's crack these folks.